The last section we're going to wrap up, and we've already been talking about this stuff, but just in our league, I want to talk about some players that you think maybe underperformed and some players that you think maybe overperformed. And whoever wants to go first, let me know, and we'll kind of do back and forth. Just pick a player,
Saquon Barkley
Over? Yeah.
overperformed. Overperformed. I'm expecting no more than 6 out of him the rest of the year over here.
Me too, and I'm an optimist, so that's
That was a big letdown from Saquon. I liked having him his rookie year.
yeah.
He put up some great numbers.
We have Malcolm Brown over here.
Right.
Not a receiving touchdown, but I guess he ended up leading the Rams backfield there. He had 2 touchdowns.
Mm-hmm.
Naheem Hines for the Colts there. He had a rushing touchdown and a receiving touchdown. He had 18 points. Peyton Barber, who's new to the Washington football team, he had 2 rushing touchdowns.
I think those are all going to be kind of high. Maybe not.
Yeah.
Maybe not.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, who was supposed to be the main back for the Rams if not this Brown guy?
So there's Cam Akers, the rookie.
Akers.
Yeah, so Mark has him, I believe, and he had 14 carries for 39 yards,
Ooh.
1 reception for 4. So 14 touches. That's not too bad there. But Malcolm Brown, who definitely has some more experience here, he had 18 carries and turned that into 79 and 2 touchdowns there, and had 3 catches for 31 yards. So. I'd say some of the underperformers.
Mm-hmm.
I'll just look straight at my matchup over here. So George Kittle, a little disappointing. He did go out with a knee injury, but he came back onto the field. He only went 4 for 44. So not exactly what you'd like to see there. DJ Chark, who I named my team after for this first week.
Mm-hmm.
At least he was able to come away with a touchdown, but only 3 catches for 25 yards there. So that was kind of disappointing, especially since Gardner Minshew went 19 for 20 with 3 touchdowns there. So that was a good showing, consistent showing from him right there.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna give my. I mean, I don't have like a ton of data, or I like to go on hunches a lot, especially when I'm making predictions. Like if it's something I'm changing my roster a little bit, I kind of will wait and stuff. But something I want to say about, I think there's a few quarterbacks out there that, and this happens. This is pretty common, that overperformed this first week. I don't see Russell Wilson putting up 45, 50 not yards, points every week for us. Certainly not 60, but hey, he could surprise me. The numbers don't lie. That's Jose's big thing this year. The numbers don't lie. Russell Wilson, and I also think Josh Allen. Just something about just the Bills and just they I don't know. They've always kind of wanted to be like I guess a running team, but then they kind of got Josh Allen, and then the past couple of years maybe straying away from that. Yeah, well,
yeah, he's got the wheels.
Mm-hmm. But I don't think he's going to be putting up.
Football team defense. Do you think they overperformed
with
8 sacks?
So definitely. I mean, yeah, they do have who's it? Ron Rivera now, their coach, very defensive-minded coach. Always the Panthers used to perform well. Their defense definitely, that was back in previous years, was one of the top defensive picks that we'd always have. So I don't know. I'm very happy on a personal note. I'm very happy to see the Eagles go down. So the Washington football team leading the division now at 1-0 NFC East. Probably not expected by anyone.
What about? I mean, I guess it's a solid score. Travis Kelce, 11 points. Underperform, overperform, or do you think that's where he's going to stay?
Or go ahead, Gabe.
That should be about. maybe low average for him.
Yeah.
I was expecting a little bit more. I drafted him second pick overall for my team. I mean, I'm glad he got a touchdown, but I'd like to see like 150 yards and a touchdown,
Yeah.
or 100 yards and a touchdown. But it kind of makes me think like maybe I shouldn't have gone with a tight end second round. Like tight ends that were available were like Jimmy Graham.
Yeah.
I mean, he went undrafted.
Yeah.
Njoku, even though he's hurt now, he went undrafted. He still got a touchdown.
Yeah. Right.
So I mean, I probably could have just streamed a tight end instead of putting a lot of pick value and a T1 tight end. But
there's been years where I regret that though, like streaming a tight end. There's been years where it doesn't feel good. So but I feel what you're saying though. Yeah. Sorry,
what can maybe put you at ease a little bit? You can maybe not fully expect, but it's not out of the ordinary for him to maybe put up 150 yards receiving, and the rest of these guys, Njoku, Jimmy Graham that you mentioned, you're probably not expecting that, so they're going to be definitely touchdown dependent.
To a touchdown,
where he was just touchdown fortunate, where he only put up 50 yards there.
Do you know where you're going to add something
about?
He's a
solid pick, so.
Yeah, were you going to add something about Kels? Because I have a fun player next.
No.
Because this one's mine. Devontae Adams. Is that an overperformance? What do you think? I mean, obviously it's a high score, so yes, it's an overperformance. But I mean, is this going to be like the only week he scores over 15? What do you guys think?
Definitely not. That's definite.
I mean, it's a high score, 27.
His scoring here, he had 14 receptions for 156, 2 touchdowns on 17 targets. That is a product of Aaron Rodgers balling out. And again, like I said, I went back and forth, and I'm like, no, I'm not going to play him against the, as much as I don't want to play Jared Goff against the Cowboys, they have a great pass rush too. It's like against the Aaron Rodgers, against the Vikings lately, past 4 or 5 contests, he hasn't done much with it at all. So definitely wasn't expecting that. It's maybe his revenge tour. They did draft Jordan Love there. So maybe he's playing with a little bit extra over here. He definitely didn't have a good year. He's one of the guys we'd always expect. Oh, he's going first round. And as soon as Mahomes got into the league here, it seems like, Aaron Rodgers, replaceable now.
When you add to that pool, I guess.
Mahomes kind of underperformed, I think. If we were still on that topic.
What did he put up? Yeah,
38 points, 39 points. I mean, for Mahomes, who was drafted in the first round, people are expecting 60 points in our league.
Yeah, I mean, I guess the way I look at it, if I'm taking a first round quarterback, yeah, for sure. If I'm doing like let's call it early quarterback, I want the high floor is what I'm looking for. Like I'm not expecting like 60, 60,
that's
60.
His floor. That 39 probably his floor.
That's what I'm saying is like hopefully that's the bottom, for a first round pick, that's I agree. I get you.
And the same for you, Gabe, there. That's Kelsey, that's a product of Mahomes only putting up. He only had 211 yards. So through 75%, only 32 passes, 211 yards and 3 touchdowns. That was, very tame for him. You're expecting probably around 300 yards and multiple touchdowns from that guy. So, Kelsey is a target who you can expect to get a decent amount of the rest of those yards.
Speaking,
fingers crossed.
Yeah. And then I guess we're on the topic of quarterbacks, and obviously it's a big name. We've talked about him a lot. But Dino, since he's on your team, and we can get Gabe's kind of thoughts too. Do you think he put up 60 points? I mean, do you think he's going to be like a 40+ point quarterback, or do you think that's a pretty outlying score for him this season?
So
I know what you hope.
I'll let Gabe go first.
Sure.
He's back, baby.
60 points,
looking
man.
good. He's in good form. I expect 60 points his floor.
Jeez.
So this
364
I'll
yards.
apply this same thing to. Nobody's mentioned anything about Tom Brady here, which I know
True.
You had made a comment. Man, I should have played Dak over Brady, and Brady ended up actually 37 to Dak's 35 for us here.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
if you look at for Tom Brady, that's probably the toughest game on his schedule. You
Nice.
know,
Yeah,
not
yeah, yeah.
only against New Orleans, big division rival, good defense,
Yeah,
but at New Orleans too,
yeah,
and
in
they
the
always
dome.
perform very well at home there. So for Aaron Rodgers here, I'm very optimistic. This is one of the tougher games that you would expect him to have. Also, again, at the Vikings, um, who he hasn't been playing well against the past few years here. Puts
But do
up
you think this COVID lockdown stuff's playing to the home advantage? I mean, if you don't have a
Interesting.
stadium full of fans making a bunch of noise and stuff, I mean, I think that kind of eliminates some of the home field advantage.
It's kind
yeah,
of it's a
definitely.
cool
You
thought.
still
Yeah.
have the aspect of having to travel over there,
Right.
and
Yeah.
or I mean, it goes both ways, right? I was gonna say, as somebody who's been in the league a lot, he's like, well, I have to come back here again.
Mm.
But even at home, he hadn't been performing well against the Vikings there. So I want to say he's back. Other than he does play at the Saints in Week 3 there, he has a pretty favorable schedule. Um, we'll see if the Niners rebound. So he's at San Francisco in Week 9 there, and the rest of his matchups here look pretty fantasy friendly.
So who are you playing
Nice.
next week, Dino? Or this
I
week?
I
Ooh,
am locking
good
in
question.
Aaron Rodgers.
The lock. You heard it
Nice.
here first.